Tianna, to follow this up, Doug would like to know if you're stopped and the police officer happens to ask if you've been drinking, and you have, maybe just a drink or two, any recommendation on what you should say? He feels as though as soon as you admit to having a drink, that they're going to find a way to bust you.
Doug is absolutely correct. Part of his statement is that if you admit to having a drink, the law enforcement officer will find a way to bust you. And that's correct, but he also has to realize he's essentially given the officer a reason to arrest him because he's admitted to committing a crime. However, you don't want to lie to law enforcement because that is also a crime. So the better thing to do if you feel as though answering a question truthfully to law enforcement will incriminate you is to invoke your right to remain silent under the Fifth Amendment and ask to speak to an attorney. Now, more than likely, he will be arrested initially, but at least he doesn't run the risk of admitting to a crime that a defense attorney may be able to get a favorable resolution for. And he hasn't incriminated himself or put him or any other passengers in a precarious position.
I agree with Tianna totally. What I always suggest is, if you're in that situation, is just explain to the officer, if there's some reason that you're questioning my ability to drive a car, I'm happy to call someone else to come get me. I know some people that, when it was a borderline case, the officers have allowed that to happen.